All right, looks like everything's working. Woo! All right. Hey, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue, and I'm from OML Embroidery. Everyone's saying no sound. How about now? Come on, you got to hear me now. Lynn's here. Sound's on now. Usually, when I start, I don't put any sound on for a minute because I'm checking the connection and I am checking, YouTube, make sure it's doing its thing right. So, okay, good, good, good. So, expect no sound at the beginning. I always do it. So, awesome. Let's see. I've been on chatting, so hello to everyone I've been chatting with. Today we're gonna do something actually really cool. This is from Dime, and it is a free project, so it's really nice. But first, I wanted to show you guys something I experimented with, and I really enjoy it. So this is a place I went to on the weekend and I took a picture and I digitized it. And I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty cool. I had a lot of fun. Um, and it was a beautiful sunset. So I don't know if I like these parts yet, but wrong camera. Look how we did the clouds and everything, and the trees are spectacular. And of course, with the sunset like that, there's going to be such a reflection. So that is from a picture, and I'm super happy with it. My favorite part is look in the background of the water. Can you see it? It's just very subtle, but it is waves, little waves. Cool? Yeah, cool. So I'm going to also document my adventures. I don't know how many adventures I'm going to have, but you know. Let's have some fun. Judy Quilt says, Judy Quilt, you're awesome. Good morning, Jesse. I think I said good morning. Cindy King, hello. Karina's here too. All right. Davina and let Susan Williams, hello. I am glad that you guys like this because it was fun. It took me a long time. Cindy says, good morning, Sue. I enjoyed watching the Dime replay. Glad you are going over it again today. Yes, yes, we are going to walk through it. And Shannon says, waves. Yes, they're waves. And it's just looks so pretty. It matches. So, yes. Cute nails. Thank you. And yes, they do match the ribbon. And I really didn't do it on purpose. I just happened to pick that. So there you go. Cute nails. Cute nails. Okay, so that's the fun part. Now we're going to get down to business. So we are oh, I enjoyed seeing you on Dime. It was actually a lot of fun. I talked to Eileen Roche for the full half an hour before we started, and they're like, hey, we're going to start now. Can you guys, move along? I'm like, whoops. It was fun. She is a wonderful, wonderful person. She's just a joy to talk to, and she really cares. She cares about all of us, which is really nice. Really nice. So, yeah. Ready to learn something new, says Kathy. All right. I like how you think. So we have done embroidering on cards, but this one is a little bit different. This is, how Dime does everything. So she talked a little bit about the paper. Now, this is just blank white paper from Staples. It's nothing spectacular, but it is cardstock, it's called. So it's not printer paper and it is not, like construction paper. It's a little thicker, but not too thick. So it folds quite nicely. And I just played around with the edges. There's no real measurement for it. I just made it so it'll fit, and I checked, and there we go. And it's cool. So the first step, I'm going to show you what it is. I didn't think there was any need for me to stitch it out because it took a few minutes. Let me see. Let's get up closer. See how that's going to work. Perfect. Perfect. So here's what they look like. It's super cute. Let's go in the middle. It's really cute. So she uses twine, but I didn't have any. So I just used this thin ribbon. And I mean, that's okay. Use what you got. I always say that. Use what you got, right? And that's what I had. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything else. So when you're stitching these, they all come on one tray, but you can skip anything that you want. And it's in the 4x4 hoop. So, I mean, that's cool. And the first step is it just does 2 lines like this. Maybe not exactly right there. Sorry, my sparkly pen isn't the greatest for the camera. Because, of course, I have a sparkly pen. What do you guys think I would have? And a Sharpie standing by. Yeah, see, that's much better. So it just does a line, 2 lines like that. And that's how you're going to line up your ribbon or whatever it is you're using, right? So, I knew it was going to get woofy in here. So all you do is you want it to go to just about the bottom and then tape it. But you don't want to tape anywhere above this little line here. I had a little bit of difficulty. As you can see, it's off center, but I don't care. I think that's just dandy. It just doesn't matter to me. And you are, yes, it's a little bit woofy in here. It's a little bit. I just got them all in, and they are in super mega protect mode for some reason, and all of them are sitting on the back of the love seat looking out the window, just waiting for that person to walk by. Ronog! Hi, Ronog! I love my puppies, though. They're good. So, if it's off-center, whatever. It's not really going to matter. And I did the little suit here in, I didn't change colors, but you can see it has some nice texture to it. I really like it. It's cute. And this one, I totally don't know what I did, but it's easily fixed with a little piece of tape. It's not going to show. Nobody's going to know. So just make sure that you tape it down, and you're using water-soluble stabilizer. Okay, we're going to pretend this is water-soluble stabilizer. And use your tape, just masking tape, and just make sure it holds down and it'll hold everything together. So there's 2 hearts and then a onesie. Now, that's the back, so we're okay. I read the instructions, of course, because I always do. And Eileen Roche has a different way of doing it, and I'm sure it works absolutely perfectly. But I like to do experiments. So what if you don't have fusible? What if you don't have anything? That's what we're going to do today. I also like to point out, like, I just fancied up the sides. This is another thing. Oh, better move back, as I say. This is another thing that could help you, make it just a little fancier. It's just a ruler from Plaid. It's actually a really good ruler. I quite enjoy it. And you see, if you put paper there, you can pull it so it looks, old and torn sort of thing. It's awesome. It's awesome. Hey, Elizabeth Bragan. Thank you. Elizabeth's working, so she's going to be in and out. So, yay. Thanks for joining us, though, for sure. So nothing, for me, nothing fancy. I had an old pair of pinking shears, and I used that just on 2 sides, too, because, why not? So, again, follow Eileen Roche's instructions. They're great. We're going to experiment just a little bit and see how well it is going to work out on this. So this is a lot of precision work, but it's good practice. And like I said, if you don't line up or if it pops out, then a little bit of tape, because it's going to go right here. Now this is going to be absolutely gorgeous with these kind of dangling. I think it'd be really nice. Really nice. So we're going to go over to my machine, and I wanted to say the lights are dimmed a little bit because I am going to use the not camera, what is it? Oh, my brain. Okay, you'll see. Anyways, projector. There it is. Woo! More caffeine for me. And to line it up, if you don't have a fancy ruler like Eileen Roche had, you can just mark where you want the center to be. Oh, that's perfect. So again, use what you have. If you don't have any ribbon or anything, you can just stitch these guys out and we can hang them on the clothesline. It is just as easy. So work with what you got. If you don't have everything perfect, I mean, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. There's workarounds. So what Eileen Roche suggests is that on the back of this, you put fusible cutaway and then put it on a sticky hoop. But I'm going to do it without all that. So let's go to the machine, and it's a little bit darker than usual. I'll turn it up in a bit, but I wanted to show you. Now, you never want to stitch it like this because you're going to stitch it closed. Not the end of the world, but there we go. And the way I fold it is that it can go both ways because I often put it upside down. Seriously, I do. So I'm just going to line it up here, and I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to put the projector on. So hopefully you guys will be able to see it. I played around with it a little bit. It takes a minute. Yeah, see, you could see it. Needs to go up a little bit. There we go. So you can see it quite well. Yay, finally I got it to show up. So if you don't have that, don't worry. You can scan it. You can move it around. It's easy enough. I really like that. So I think that is about right. So what I'm going to do, again, just to be a little different, I am going to use just tape. And it looks pretty straight. It looks great. Just to see how it'll work. Just an embroidery experiment, shall we say. Now, we do want it to hold down decently. So, is everyone with me so far? And with my experiment so far? And can see, isn't that's perfect. I love it that we can finally see the projector. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. I don't think I use it enough, but it's awesome when you do need it. Awesome. So there we go. We're going to tape it down. Now I'm just using cutaway, and when we're done, we're going to cover up the back. So a little bit different, working with what I have the whole bit. So everyone with me? Any questions at all? Thumbs up from Susie. All right. Perfect. And Jessie says yes. Okay. So far, so good. Lots of options. I'm going to bring my little... No, I probably won't, actually. So the first step is going to be to turn off that. And I'm going to turn the lights back up because I think it is a bit dark. So give me a sec. I usually have it on 3 for you guys. I think that's much better. And we're going to stitch the first part. Yes, cutaway stabilizer for this part. Wash away for the first part where you're making the cutesy pieces like this. And I didn't have any of the twine that she used, so I used ribbon. And if you don't have any ribbon or anything it'll do, just stitch it out. It'll be fine. It will be fine. So I made sure everything fits. I'm in a good spot here. Let's do the first step. So the first step is going to give us our markings. So I still have the purple thread in. I'm just going to leave it. So awesome. So these little divots here, this is where we're gonna place stuff. Perfect. Perfect. So the next thing that's gonna stitch is a clothes peg. But I am going to take this off and we're gonna go back to the desk and we're gonna go to close up on the desk. So that's where it's gonna be. I might be slightly off, but I'm not that picky. So now is when you can start to design. So do you want it long? Remember, we're gonna put lettering here. And they will look better when you wash the WSS out, right? So these are your markings right here to line up. And you can put it like long, short, whatever you want. I think right there will be to my liking. And again, I am gonna use tape just to hold everything down. I'm also going to put a little bit of tape, let's see, right in the middle. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little tape here just to hold things tight. So far so good. Okay, let's go back to my machine and watch how it does. So it looks like a whole mess of tape, but it'll look good in a minute. This is such a cute idea. So now we're gonna do a clothes peg. So, and that's what's gonna hold everything down. So awesome. Awesome. Oh, good. I was worried my ribbon wasn't big enough or was too big. It is a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. That still looks good, actually. Now we have to do the placement for the little onesie that goes sideways. So see, can you see it? Just a little bit. It's smaller than I thought it was, but I still think it looks okay. I'm not worried. So I'm going to take my tape off. I think this is the cutest thing ever. Ever, ever, ever. Okay, I've taken a little bit of the paper, because of course I am. It's live. Live, live, live. Oh, scissors. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to cut my ribbon right here. Isn't that beautiful? So it swings free. You see that? That is what makes it so cool. Now, these are our 2 marks for our onesie. So it's supposed to go, well, like this. You can put it any which way that you want, of course. I think it would be cutest like this. There's no ribbon on this one, so it's just going to stitch it down. So I'm just looking, trying to be careful. This isn't going to go anywhere, I don't think. That should work. And I am going to change my threads. So let's go back to the machine. So far it's cute, isn't it? Oh yeah, bobbin police, no worries. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Under control. So I love my exquisite thread. It's awesome. So adorable. I know. I know. I just think having it dangling like that, I think that's awesome. Absolutely awesome. So I'm going to pick a nice bright pink in honor of Lynn, just because she loves her pink thread. So let's go. Don't put the thread underneath it. That's a great way of getting things stuck. There we go. I don't know why I struggled so much with that, but there you go. Okay. Whoops. I'm not used to the new camera position, so talk amongst yourselves till I get this threaded. La 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 la. La la la. La la la. There we go. Alright, no problem. So now we're going to do the clothes pegs. Make sure your paper goes underneath carefully. And we're going to do the 2 clothes pegs right there. Now, I feel like I should hold this down, but I don't want anyone to get their fingers too close. So I'm going to use my awl. I'm going to give it my all. My Pokemon is upstairs. But I don't really need to. Because we have such good markings, it hooks right on. Isn't that cute? It's perfect. Are you just using all your same needles, thread, and settings? Yep. The only thing I changed was the lighting. So that's it. Do you find that Captain Jack handles tape more than McDreamy did? Yes, I do actually. McDreamy really didn't like tape anywhere. And Captain Jack, Luminaire, he seems a little bit better at that. So, yeah. I still don't like putting it underneath. I get marks on my machine, so I try not to. Let's go back, and you guys can see nicely close up. Now, how freaking cute is that? You see that? The clothes pegs going right through. You could also hang this sideways if you wanted to. Makes me wish I knew someone was having a baby. I know, right? I agree. So we could maybe put this one down a bit more. Now I'm just going to put a tiny piece of tape on this because I don't need too much. It doesn't seem to go anywhere. Now the only thing is you got to make sure you have enough room for the writing, but we do on this one. So again, if you don't have any ribbon, you can always do something like this. Just put it sideways. It's still gonna look great. So much fun. So much fun. The thing with the free dime projects, they're always kind of extra, and I love it. This so far is my favorite because it does look like it's hooked in there. It's beautiful. So cute. So, you know what? Let's do that then. Let's just because I'm trying to do everything just a little bit differently so you guys will know it works. This is the one that, oh, it isn't either. Ha! But we can still do it. I think it'll look cute sideways, I guess. So when you're cutting these out, don't cut the WSS too close. You don't want to do that. Because you don't want to cut the ribbon. So I just cut the ribbon off so we can see how it works without it. So you could still make this card even if you don't have the fancy schmancy stuff. So I need a little bit of tape again. And also when you're using tape like this on paper, the key to it is just don't push it down too much, because it'll get stuck like what I did up there. So this should be good. Hopefully it'll stay. Let's go back to the machine nice and close. And there we are. Make sure your paper goes under smoothly. And it's down a little bit more than the shirt. So let's see what it does. So let's go. Nice views today. Still with the same pink. Perfect. So even without anything, it is perfect. So the next step is some colors around like the metal parts. I might come and do that. I want to make sure that I take my tape off, but I want to make sure the writing. You don't necessarily have to do everything in order, but I want to make sure the writing's going to work. So I'm going to skip ahead a color and go to the writing. So there. Yep. Check the upper thread. Okay, so come on, Captain Jack. It's just paper. You can see all the penetrations there. Woo. Woo. And that is exactly why you don't want to do anything dense. Okay, come on, pink. All right, worst case scenario, start again. Can you see the penetrations there? Yeah. Do you know how many are in like a solid fill background or, you know, satin stitches? The paper's gonna fall apart. This is just a running stitch and it should be absolutely perfect. So now I'm gonna back up a little bit because of that. So come on, Captain Jack, do your thing. There we go. All right. See if he'll do it this time. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, and a back stitch too, even better. Now it makes a different noise because it is on paper, right? So try not to worry about that. Look at that, it's perfect though. It's perfect. Anne, hello Anne. Let's see. Let's see. Glad you made it, Anne. Yes. Watching from Virginia. It's, I was gonna change it to puppy, but I didn't. You could also, for someone getting a dog, this is how silly I would get. It's a girl, but you could change the writing on it. How about skip the onesie, do an extra heart, and you could do like Valentine's Day. You could even do fancier paper, scrapbooking kind of paper. Yeah, yeah, I don't know why this keeps coming out, but that's okay. It's just new, Captain Jack. You'll be okay, I promise. It won't hurt ya. I'm going to change the needle after this because I'm sure the paper is going to dull it right out, right? Always remember to rewind. So I'm just going by one, just because I want to hit it properly. There we go. It's okay, Captain Jack. You got this, man. But definitely, I'm going to change the needle after. And I'll put in one of my 7511s, which is what I usually use from Dime. There it is. Dime. 7511. There you go. I will remember to do that. But you can see why you have to have a very forgiving design, very light. However, this is the cutest thing I think I've ever done, and I absolutely love it. And it's just little, but it is absolutely perfect. Super cute. Again, these would look a lot better if I rinsed them out, but I didn't, so blah. Now this seemed to work perfectly with just the bare necessities. Cutaway and tape, nothing sticky, nothing like that. It seemed to work absolutely perfectly. I have no problems with it. So, you know, work with what you got, I always say. It'll work this way. I would imagine Eileen Roche's way might be a little bit better, but this is awesome. So I'm going to skip the little pieces on the clothes pegs. There we go. Happy music. I'm always happy. Oh man, this is awesome. This is awesome. So let's go back to the desk and close up, I guess. That seems to be working really well today. Look at that. So see, even without the ribbon, this is awful cute. This is probably the best thing ever. And this one looks great too. So now I better take the tape off. So now we need to do a little bit of cover up is all you have to do. Or not. I mean, it's not a huge deal, right? It's still pretty good. I think I'll change mine to say it's a baby as I work. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Sure. Jenny Owens, thank you. Love watching your videos. I'm glad you do. Thank you very much. Every little bit helps. I've had kind of like a bad week this week, so I didn't get much produced. And I was pretty nervous about being on the show, but it was so much fun. So I'm just removing my tape. Hi, Gail. I just see Gail's name there. But yeah, change the writing if you want. Like I said, without the onesie, you could make this for Valentine's Day. And I mean, you can't buy cards that look like this. All right, I'm having trouble. So let's pop this out. I think it looks great. So what we're going to do here is, let me finish taking off the tape. I'm just going to look at the back and see how it looks and then trim it down, and then I'll show you guys what options. So I pushed that one down too much. So actually the back isn't that bad. Look at that. It's not that bad. So I'm just going to cut this out. Cut it out with my nom nom scissors. I miss Misha. Misha, we miss you. And there we go, because she always got a kick out of my cardstock. Yes, you can use different tape to prevent the tearing. I just didn't have any. I just have this stuff, so I use it. You just have to be more careful. So I don't think the back is too bad at all. Like really at all. But look at that. Whoops. That's the one I made a boo-boo on. Never mind. Never mind. I would glue this one down and take my wonderful Tula Pink trimming scissors and trim. There we go. So there's a lot of options for this. You know, you could even glue it together and just have it on something like this. I think it would be good. Tear away with these types of projects in the past, I've used soft tear away or cut it away. Yeah, either. I think that would work as well. Now remember, Eileen Roche says fuse it on the back and then put it on the sticky. I think that would work absolutely perfect too. I'm just working bare necessities. This is how I like to experiment, and this is perfectly fine. Now, if you want to open it and write something, then all you have to do is take a piece of scrap fabric and just glue it on, and you're done. Just like that, done. It's easy. Easy, easy. Gail says, I found my OML t-shirt, yay, this morning, so my day is off to a good start. It is. It is. So I hope you guys will try this. If it's off center, it's so fixable. Mine is slightly off center. I'm okay with it, but it might bother some people, and then you can just trim and then it's fixed. But that is the cutest card I think I've ever seen. So if you haven't stitched on paper, now is the time to do it for sure. You can go to dzgns.com and download it. There's a link. I always pop it up pin it up, and then you can go there, get it free. There's a link in the description. It's all free, and try it with different things. This seemed to work out perfectly. The only thing I would say not to use is thin paper. You don't want that, so it has to be, you know, cardstock. So isn't that cute though? I even love the colors. I did different colors of it, but I can think of a different ways to do it. Oh, Melty, yes, that should be not far from it, so that would be cool. So, okay, I want to see what you guys do with this, because this is a brand new technique, and I love the placement. I love the placement. Love it. So I want you guys to do it as well. Look how cute that is close up. It's perfect. How about variegated thread for the writing? That would be cool. So yeah, post it up. Make sure you put the hashtag on the house. and Eileen Roche will see it. I'm going to post mine up. I love it. So give it a try, you guys. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys like this video. Please go ahead and like this video. Every little bit helps. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone. It's so very purple in here today. So very purple.